guys, I am in downtown Youngstown at the brand new YOGO Bikeshare. Well, I say brand new, but it's been in the works for quite a while. But there's so many people who have not yet rode one of these bikes that you see at these stations in downtown Youngstown. So today I'm going to show you everything about how it works, how to walk up, how to jump on one, where to take it to. It's going to be great. But I want to introduce you to the guy who started this in Youngstown. So if you travel, you've probably seen something along this lines in some of the bigger cities, but now we have it in downtown Youngstown. So as Youngstown begins to open up again, this is going to be an option that you'll see more and more people using, and I want you guys to know exactly how to do it, what to do, so there's no questions. So I'm going to turn this around and introduce you to Ronnell Elkins, who is, and his daughter, and Corey, who all are with YOGO Bikeshare. Ronnell and his wife are the ones that started this. So let me turn this around. So Ronnell, you and your wife started this.
So no.
Or is that how that works? No.
No, for me and my family. So
oh, your family.
My brother. So it was my dad and my brothers. So
really?
We started it, yes.
How long ago did you come up with the idea?
So in 2021, post-pandemic, well, right around the time during the pandemic, we started something. We wanted to introduce something to the city that's never been present, so we challenged ourselves a little bit, and we wanted to make sure what we brought was going to be beneficial for the community at large.
Okay.
And so we decided to go on a bike share because it was kind of pandemic proof, right? Everybody can go out, ride. If you wanted to get out of the house, people were going, you know, stir crazy in the house and wanted to just be out and everything like that.
I remember those days.
And so, you know, the bike share was going to be an opportunity for people to be able to leave their home, ride the bike, create safe distances, and just go out and enjoy the outside instead of being in the house.
Got it.
A lot of that was birthed from that and during COVID.
Got it. Okay. So now what you have here in reality is you have 2 docking stations, or right?
We got
3.
Yeah,
okay, so tell us where all they could find a station that kind of looks like this.
So right now we're at the Phelps location. To where you have a station here right at the Phelps Gateway, Erie Terminal location is what we call it.
Okay.
And then you got up the hill up at Wick Park. So right at Psych Ward. So Psych Ward was one of our partners, one of our friends who we was able to partner with, who had a bike shop there, and it's right across from Wick Park. And then the third one is over at the Youngstown Flea. Derek McDowell,
okay.
That's my brother, Derek McDowell, his location in Youngstown Flea. Now we're poised to open up 2 more end of the season going into 25. They're building the construction on a corner of 5th and Federal, right across from the WRTA.
Okay, the bus stop, okay.
Yep. And then we're gonna have one right down the way down at Youngstown Amphitheater.
Oh, that's great. Okay, so tell us how this works. And by the way, this is this is Kirsten Elkins.
Hi.
And you have hands-on. You're kind of hands-on with the business?
Yeah, most likely. I rode a couple times. They're amazing and great. It's a good chance to be outside and be like with your friends and stuff like that. It's
very
nice.
cool. Very cool. It's really cool that your family gets to be a part of something so ground floor in the city. It's really cool that you could build on that. So these are electric bikes.
These are all e-bikes, pedal assist. So as you start pedaling the bikes, you'll feel that electric motor kick in. That's gonna give you a jolt. It's gonna help you up the hills. So all my people with bad knees and bad joints, you don't have to worry about hopping on a bike. You can take these hills with ease. And,
nice.
It's like I said, it's comforting as well as it's exercise. It's good exercise.
That is great. So the cool thing is you could jump on one here and return it at the amphitheater or at the Flea, correct?
Once those places are open. So yeah, any station. So in the network. So once these networks and these stations open up, you'll be able to actually dock them at any of the stations. So right now, you can take a bike from Commerce and Phelps, Erie Terminal, ride it up to Wick Park, dock it there. Take a bike from Psych Ward, bring it on down here.
I love it because I go to Jasmine Park up there at Wick Park, so I can just take a ride.
Park, yeah.
I love it.
Yep, that's the whole thing, just being able to park somewhere and being able to ride it.
Very cool. Okay, so in a minute, you guys are going to meet Corey and get to hear a little bit more from him and how he became part of the YOGO Bikeshare team. And we're going to go for a ride. So I'm going to show you guys from start to finish. But Ronnell, what has been some of the challenges that you have faced since having this? I mean, because anytime you blaze a trail, you're going to face some setbacks and stuff. So what has been some of the things that you've been through on the journey to get to this point?
Yeah, great question. I mean, like everything else, when you're the first one to do it and turn from a bike share aesthetic, it's a lot of red tape, right?
Yeah.
It's a lot of legislation that you got to go through. It's a lot of bringing other people on board. When me and my dad and my brothers set out to do this, that was one of the things we knew we was going to try to have to overcome was, all right, who do we talk to in the city to try to get stuff on city property? Because it's one thing to do private businesses, right? It's just going to talk to the business owner and, hey, we got an idea. They get on board. We can build the docking stations there.
Okay.
But it's another thing to work with the city when you got the greater public. You know, they weren't worried about liability and insurance and stuff. So we had to make sure we had all of those things in line. But furthermore, right, with it being new, getting everybody on board in terms of like where to place them, how to build them, how do we run the electricity.
Oh my!
Underground. Yeah. All electric. Because as you park the bikes, you charge them. They charge too. So the electricity. Where do you run the wiring from? So it was a whole schematic thing of schematics with the bikes and the docking stations that we've been blessed to have great partners with the city. YBI was a huge component in terms of introducing us to people. And so and I always have to make sure I shout out Valley Partners because they provided the financial resources.
Yeah, right. So Youngstown Click has heard a lot lately about YBI and Valley Partners. So this is yet another thing that they have touched, and I love that so much. Incredible to see the result of. I mean, so many nonprofits exist, and you don't get to really see always the hands-on. These are two nonprofits that, man, you continuously see the difference that they're making in our city.
Sure. Great partners. We couldn't, like I said, we've been extremely blessed in terms of the rollout with this and preparation. I'll go back to my family again in terms of our preparation, making sure we had the proper paperwork and everything. And so I think the trust was easy to for the city and YBI to get with us because we were so prepared in the beginning.
So before we get into exactly how they work, because I have some questions about that.
For sure.
How about tell us a little bit about you? Were you born and raised in the city?
Yeah.
Or are you from Youngstown or?
Southside guy.
Southside guy. Okay.
Southside. Grew up. Went to high school at Wilson. Grew up on Earl between Hillman and Oak Hill.
Okay.
And graduated from Wilson. Went and to college at Eastern Michigan University, and then came back home. And wanted to do something in my neighborhood, wanted to do something for my city. And so here we are, and I'm glad we were able to tackle this project, to be able to bring this, and the presentation of it looks good, and just again be able to partner with so many businesses and our sponsors and different things like that.
Do you have more plans after this, or is it all about growth at this point?
No, so we want to do it organically, right? We don't want to just jump out there and just put docking stations everywhere. We want to grow organically, make sure people are riding the bikes for one, and then for two, being able to have them strategically in places where it's convenient for the rider.
Got it. Okay. So, we are going to get into a little bit of how they work, just real quick, and I could talk to Corey a lot about that, but just real quick. So let's just say I was here with 3 of my friends, and I had the app downloaded, which I'll show them how to do, but let's just say I'm here. Can I rent all 3 with my phone?
No. So the cool thing and the good thing for us as a business is everyone has to have their own app downloaded on their own phone. So the bike actually the app follows the bike, which is GPS tracking in the bike, and it follows the cell phone as well.
Got it.
And so it's going to be imperative that you have your own cell phone because, again, right, let's say you're using somebody else's and then somebody else just ride off, you're going to be charged for it.
Oh, got it. Okay.
For that.
So it's all linked up with security and everything to make sure to protect them and yourself.
That's correct.
Okay, awesome. Now, what about if I have a child, or what's the age limit on this?
So the intro age limit is 14 years old.
Okay.
You have to be at least 14. We don't have with the bike share any attachments where you can have your newborn or baby or anything like that. So it is a singular ride for just one person right now. Okay. And that 14-year-old has to have their own cell phone as well? Correct. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. So every single person has to have their own phone and paid through their own phone. Okay. Awesome. So one more question that I will ask you before I let you go, and then I'm coming to your daughter because she probably has some
opinion, so I'm going to ask you the same question so you can think about it, okay? Ronnell, what are some of your other favorite places? I know you're born and bred in the city.
Yeah.
You've been active in the city. What are some of your three of your favorite places that you would tell your friends and family and Youngstown Click to check out?
Yeah, if anybody's ever here on the weekend, every month, every second Saturday of the month, Youngstown Flea, Makers, Market for Makers.
Yeah.
Over there, I would tell people to go over there, which is one of the reasons why we placed a docking station over there, because there's just so many people that convene on that location every that second Saturday. That's one location.
Very cool, because people come in from all over the place to the city.
Yeah,
so what a cool way for them to get to explore the city a little bit while they're here. That's amazing.
Yeah, that's one place. Also, I go to in Mill Creek Park.
Okay.
So I'll get a chance to have people make sure everyone visits Mill Creek Park. Me and my daughter love going to Lanterman's Mill and walking and seeing the falls and stuff like that. And so that's one of the places, you know, we typically travel to.
Okay.
And of course, Handles. It's summertime, and you can't miss with Handles butter pecan ice cream.
Oh, come on.
So Handles. Those are the places I would tell everybody to visit.
Nice,
that
nice.
Are, you know, indicative of Youngstown and our area.
Absolutely. That's so funny, because just yesterday I was talking to Trina, and we were talking about Handles, and she said her favorite kind is butter pecan as well. So, man, now it's going to be fresh in my mind to get Handles. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ronnell. Thank you for taking the time to come meet with me. And I mean, I know there's a lot of questions. Guys, I'm going to even get the more hands-on answers here in a minute. But Ronnell, thank you.
All
now
right.
you guys know this face, Youngstown Trailblazer here. So thank you. All right, now we're coming to you. Kind of quiet over here. All right, so three of your favorite places that you would tell your friends and family and now Youngstown Click that they have to check out.
Well, mostly what my dad says, Handles. I love Handles myself.
Oh, what's your favorite kind?
I actually like vanilla. I'm very much plain. I'm not really like...
Listen, people think that, but they said there's a study that people who like vanilla are sometimes the most creative. There's like, I have a book and it's all about the food, what your food choices say about your personality. It's just like a fun party book, but they say you're super creative if you like vanilla. So there you go.
Just simple vanilla sprinkles with rainbow sprinkles with a cherry on top.
Super civil. Okay.
And Landerman's Mill, like my dad said, I love nature. I love nature so much, and I love walking around. It makes me, because I'm a very athletic kid, and I love to walk around, exercise, and love to see new things, plants.
Did you play sports?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Okay, what'd you play?
Every sport.
Really? And what school did you guys do?
I do not from here. I'm actually from Columbus, Ohio.
Okay.
I go to Dublin Scioto High School.
Nice.
I've
All right.
actually already graduated, so I'll be moving on to military. So.
Really?
Yes, ma'am.
That's amazing. That's great. Thank you. That's okay. I'm like, congratulations, thank you. I don't know what I'm saying. Okay, and then a third.
Downtown mostly. I love coming downtown with my friends. I was actually here this past weekend at a festival. I think they were roller skating, and I just went down there. They had a couple food trucks. I got a couple food. I got some from a Puerto Rican fest. That I love Mexican, Puerto Rican food, all Hispanic food, and it was really nice to like really see.
Very cool, very cool. I love sometimes hearing the outside in perspective of what people do and love. So thank you. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
All right, and if you guys see her before she goes, tell her, wish her the best of luck.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, so now you guys get to meet Corey, who is going to go for a ride with me, which is cool. So can you introduce Corey and what he does with YOGO?
Corey has been in the mix, I'll say, since we won Shark Tank back in 22.
Wow.
And so we got introduced to Corey when we were going down to YBI, and he had came down. I mean, I call him like my marketing social media guru. He's tapped in. I'm older, and so he's able to kind of, you know, fill in that void in terms of age difference. But he's been extremely important, just with ideas from marketing to helping out with the bikes, being available. And so I appreciate him so much, and I was happy to have him come on and join our team. He's been fitting right in as family, and
that's great.
Like, we welcome Corey with the YOGO family, and long on before that. So long on after that.
Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. So Corey, you are the VP of Operations.
That is correct.
Nice. So important. So prestigious. I can't believe you're actually going to get on a bike with me.
Hey, that's what I do.
All right. So Corey, take us over to the instructions
Yeah,
that they're going to see when they first come up. So they're going to come, they're going to see any one of these, and there's instructions. So for those of you who don't know or want to make sure you're doing things right, take us over. Let's just read over the instructions real quick, and then we'll actually do it so that they could see.
Yeah, so every docking station actually has the instructions on it, and additionally they're going to be on the tower big so that everyone can see them. They're also going to be on the docks too, so if you're not close to a tower, if you're at a bike, they're right here.
Okay.
These instructions are truly step-by-step what's going to get you on a bike and riding. So it walks through the unlock, ride, return. That's our 3-step sort of process.
Okay.
We're going to unlock it first by downloading the app, setting up your account, choosing...
How long is it to set up the account?
5 minutes max.
Okay.
Maybe 5 minutes max.
So they could do that beforehand if they want.
Can do
to
it
not
before,
stand here.
Can do it at the station when you're down here. Yeah, absolutely. It's super simple.
Okay.
It's a very simple account. Email, phone number, and you put in a credit card. So we need that simple information, and then you're also basically signing your liability waiver. So making sure that you're reading the instructions and you're set up and ready to go.
Got it. So let's talk about what everybody's probably like, well, how much is it?
Yeah.
So let's talk about it.
Yeah. So great question. It's cheap. It's really not that much money, and there's a couple ways that you can do it.
Okay.
You can come up to a bike, take a simple ride. So you're going to scan the barcode and just go for a quick one-time ride.
Okay.
One-time rides.
Where's the barcode? Oh, each one has a unique barcode. Okay.
Each bike actually has this barcode in 3 spots. So right here on the handles, behind the seat, and on the rear fender.
Oh, very good.
So 3
okay.
spots to scan it.
Okay.
And you do all of that through our app. A simple one-time ride is going to be a $4 unlock fee plus tax.
Okay.
And then that gets you 15 minutes of ride time.
Oh,
if you go over that 15 minutes, you're going to buy another 15 minutes for 15 cents a minute. So the average ride, if you just want to come down, is like $6, a little bit more than $6. There's some better options though, which are great value. We've got some ride passes available. So you can download, you can purchase an all-day unlimited ride. It's $7.50, and that's unlimited 20-minute rides throughout the day. So that means you would come
That is great.
ride for 20 minutes.
Okay.
You can redock it and immediately undock it again to restart that timer.
Okay.
All for free for $7.50.
What?
So if you're going to ride at least twice, a day pass is definitely the way to go.
Okay.
If you're a more avid rider, you're down here often, and you think you can see yourself using this.
Yeah.
Annual pass. Great value. $90 for the year.
One time.
Unlimited, one time, unlimited 30-minute rides all day through our entire 9-month ride season.
Wow.
So great deals.
Great deals. So that is obviously clearly the way to go. The $90 for a year.
For a year.
Incredible.
So our year is, our ride season is 9 months, maybe 10 depending on the weather.
Obviously, right.
Yeah, so March through October is roughly our ride season right now.
Now talk to us about, like, let's just say I pick it up at the Youngstown Flea.
Yep.
Okay, I do my shopping and I'm like, I'm going to head over to West Federal.
Yep.
I come to West Federal and I decide that I want lunch at the Federal.
Yeah. Great choice.
Okay, so then what do I do?
So very simple. All you're gonna do is come back to this dock at Phelps and Commerce.
Okay.
There's grooves on the ground. That's exactly where the tire will go into.
Okay.
And you'll put it in. You'll hear it click, and then the bike will make some noises. You'll hear it lock down. That's all you have to do.
Got it.
On your app, you'll see where it'll say slide to end ride. Once it's locked in, you'll slide that. It ends. You're not getting charged anymore.
Got it.
So it's super simple. You can pick it up anywhere and return it to any dock.
Okay, so once you stop it and return it, you're not picking back up on the same ride. So if you were to come back to drive it back over, it's a fresh ride.
Yep.
Okay, got it.
You do have the ability to pause a ride for about 10 minutes. So let's say you're up on Elm Street, you want to run in and grab a quick coffee from Culture House.
Yeah.
You can pause your ride for a very small amount of time and then pick it back up.
Got it.
But if you're going to end a ride for a long period of time, it has to be in a dock.
In a dock. Okay, awesome. So what would happen then if somebody just says, well, I'm just going to leave it right here? let's just say, okay, you guys are going to have a dock at the amphitheater.
Yep.
But let's just say somebody's like, oh, I'm going to drive it down to the amphitheater and I'm just going to leave it.
So
What
nice
happens?
try. Can't do it. You can do it, but what's going to
It's
happen?
going to keep charging you.
It will keep running. The timer will keep running. It will not let you end the ride unless it's in a dock.
Got it.
And you'll see on the app, all the docks are listed as parking zones. So if it's in a parking zone, that means it's in a dock.
Okay.
It has to be there for you to end the ride.
Got it.
And
Got
if
it.
you don't end, that
It's
timer
gonna-
keeps going. Yep.
Oh man, yeah, that's gonna be an unpleasant thing. Okay, all right, so let's just recap real quick.
Yep.
I walk up, I see all these bikes, very cool, and I download the app.
Yep.
I
Your account.
put my card in.
Yep.
Okay, and then I scan whichever bike that I want.
Yep.
And start the ride.
That's
now, there's a click that you have to listen for, right?
Correct, yeah,
Okay,
there
so
will be
don't
some
try to pull the
noises.
the bike out.
Yep.
Okay, so we're gonna do that. We're
Yep.
gonna actually
We'll do
we're
it.
gonna do it. But just so you guys know, you don't have to finagle. You don't have to wrestle the bike out of the dock. There is a click,
Yep.
right? Yes, just remember Youngstown click says to listen for the click. Okay, so I like that. I'm just gonna play your saying Youngstown click on a loop.
That's our sound.
And that's- I love it. Okay, all right. So let's get
Let's
this
do it.
going. Let's do it.
So once you download the app, you open it up. Ooh, we're going fast.
Okay, let's go.
repause
Yep,
that.
there we go.
Ready?
All right, guys. So
All
we're
right.
gonna show you.
So you're gonna download the app. You're gonna open the app, and you're gonna see where it says scan. It's gonna show the parking zone where we're at right now at Phelps and Commerce.
Okay.
You're also gonna see this red area. That's a restricted area. So we've added a
Oh.
restricted area because of the Realty Tower incident. So what's gonna happen,
Oh,
you
okay.
can't go into these restricted areas. If you go into the restricted area, the bike, it gets heavy. So the battery assist will deactivate, so you have
And
to
then it's
manually
all on
pedal.
your own. Okay,
Correct.
got it.
So we put in these restricted areas so that, we don't really want you in there.
Yes,
For everyone's
of course,
safety, we
yeah.
want to keep you out of there.
Right.
So you're going to download that.
Okay.
Once your account is set up and you're ready to ride, you're going to click scan. It's going to open this screen.
Okay.
And in this box, we'll go up to a bike and
Okay.
scan any of those QR codes.
Got it.
So
Okay.
let's walk over
Let's
here.
walk over.
Now, I've got my bag in this
Oh, there
very
we go.
handy
Yes,
dandy
yes,
basket.
okay, okay.
So what
Yes,
we're gonna
that's
do,
another thing. Don't leave your personal items when you leave.
We're going to take this bike right
Okay,
here
okay,
just to show
perfect.
you. So any of these QR codes,
Okay. Okay.
any of the QR codes, what we're gonna do, we're gonna take that scan,
Okay.
hold it over it,
Okay.
pops
Ah,
up, ready to
okay.
go. So I have an annual pass. So
Okay.
all I have to do right now is it's showing that my annual pass is gonna be used.
Yep.
I'm gonna click ride.
Okay.
It's gonna start. That first ding means that it's activating.
Okay.
That
Oh,
means that the
making
wheel
some
is
noises.
unlocking.
Okay.
And then it will eject itself.
Oh, let's see. Okay, so as you see, guys. Oh, did you hear it? Oh, so you don't have to pull it. You just have to be patient.
Got it. Give
Don't
it a second.
pull. Be patient.
It
Listen
needs
for the
to
click.
think just like the rest of us, and sometimes it thinks a little longer, but
Okay.
it will eject.
Love
And the way
it.
to know that it's going to eject, everything will say that the ride has started on the app.
Okay.
And once you see this screen where that timer starts to tick,
Okay.
that's when it will eject.
Got it.
So
got
let
it.
it go do its thing. It's got to talk to it. It's all
Got it.
computer based. But once it ejects, you're ready to go.
I'm excited. I feel like a kid again, about to go for a bike ride. All right, listen. So we were talking when the camera was off about the limits.
Yep.
So you guys have some nice limits. Like you could go explore. Talk to us a little bit about how far you could go in each direction.
Yeah. So we've got about a 5-mile radius right now from
Okay.
downtown center.
Okay.
So you can get up to, what is that, Gypsy Lane, like by Stambaugh Golf Course.
Okay.
It's going to go as far west as like the Rose Gardens. That's the limit. The
Okay.
Rose Gardens right off of Mahoning.
Yeah, that's beautiful because that's some. Oh, I love it.
Yeah, it's very pretty over there. And then just past Market Street, that first street past Market Street is the limit there.
Okay.
And then on the east side, it's going to go just past Penguin City Brewery.
Okay, good. So they could
about
get
a
over there to
5-mile
the
round
festivals
radius.
and
Yep,
everything.
Absolutely.
And so if you guys have friends coming into downtown Youngstown, this would be great to come down here, grab one of these, and then drive it up to Fellows. we get hundreds of thousands of outside visitors to Fellows, or visitors total to Fellows Riverside Gardens every year. So this is so cool that this makes it over there.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. And does it go through the park?
Doesn't go
At all.
through the park.
Okay,
No,
okay.
so it's a round sort of radius.
Got it, okay.
So just 5
Go
miles.
see Pat Sims for Cruise at Cruise Creek.
Yep.
Go to the park. Go see my buddy Pat.
Listen, I love Ronnell. You're always shouting somebody. I love it. All right, so Cruise the Creek is, if you want to take an e-bike through Mill Creek Park, look up Cruise the Creek. Ronnell and Pat are friends. They both have their own thing, and they work together. So perfect. Okay, let's go for a ride. All right, guys, here I go. Me and Corey are about to go for a ride. All right, super excited. All right, do they go backwards, or you have to walk them backwards? You have to walk them backwards, so I'll try to ride backwards. Okay, so everybody gets a free 15-minute first ride when you sign up for the app, so that is super great.
As soon as you get about a half of a pedal in,
Okay.
the battery will kick in. So you're gonna feel a jolt and you're gonna take off.
Woo!
Don't be scared. It's
Okay.
super fun.
Now, are there levels on that?
No.
Or okay,
It's
like because
just
Cruise the
one
Creek, there's
thing.
levels. This is
Yeah.
just one time,
Yeah.
one thing. Okay,
Yeah, you
good.
got it. Ready?
All right, guys, it's like riding a bike. The brakes are on the handles. Okay.
Front brake is left, rear brake is right, and there's a bell
Oh, wait, where's the bell?
right there. So
Oh, right here. Okay, and there's no speeds or anything. You don't got to worry
no
about.
speeds.
Okay,
It's
let's
just
do
one,
this.
one thing.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah. Ready? Probably gonna have one to skirt. Woo! Oh, that kick does feel good. Love. No, it's so much fun. Now, of course, you have to obey all the traffic laws, right? Okay. Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay, okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. You know, it's always like a little mirror, but it's probably great. People would be so irresponsible. Okay. All right, guys, so here we are up by Wick Park, and we rode all through the Ween Park, and then we came up the hill. Obviously it's a hot day, and there was a little bit, like you had to put a little effort into getting up the hills, but it definitely made a huge difference having the motor. And then now it's downhill on the way back, which is cool, but man, I feel really good. Okay, so I just wanted to show you where this docking station was up here in case you wanted to picture it. Corey, tell us where we're at.
So we right now are at the Psych Ward Bike Shop, the former Psych Ward Bike Shop, up on Elm Street, right across from Wick Park. Psych Ward, those guys are very good friends of ours. They've been great throughout this whole process.
Okay.
So when their bike repair shop was here, we thought, what a better location, relatively close to the dorms, directly across the street from Wick Park, which I rode through Wick Park the other day on a bike from here. I've spent so many years just walking around Wick Park, but I actually went through it, and I have to tell you, take a minute to get on a bike and go see parts of the city from a different perspective. Wick Park is gorgeous. It's beautiful.
It is really,
so right
really
up here
nice.
on Elm Street, and we've got a great location full of bikes for you to
Very
come
cool.
and rent.
Okay, so guys, just so you see, Stambaugh Auditorium would be like right over there. Okay, so on what is that? No, Fifth Ave. Fifth Ave. This is Elm Street,
Yep.
and there's Wick Park, and then right here on Elm Street, there's the congregation, Beth Shalom, I think, and then this is an old church at one time, and then it was Psych Ward Shop, and they still have the name out here, and that's where you're going to find your thing. Now, Corey, what happens if somebody comes here to return their bike and they're all docked up?
Yeah.
there's
So
no
that's a
open
great
spot.
Question. Right now, we've never had that happen, and part of why that's never happened is because our team is constantly looking at our software to see where every bike is. So what we do as a team, why we still have staff, is that we rebalance these locations so that there's always open docks.
Okay.
If by chance it's a hot spot, there's an event, bikes are docked, or all the docks are full, you can either go to the next closest dock and then redock the bike there. But these are parking zones, so you are able to put it in a parking zone.
Oh.
It's best when they go in a dock just so that there's no issues with ending the ride.
Yes.
Docks are great. You want it to be docked. We don't want you to just leave it in a parking zone. We want it to be docked because when you put that bike back in the dock, it automatically ends your ride. So you're not going to continue to get charged.
Got it.
So dock first, dock always.
Okay.
That's what we recommend.
Got it. Okay, so guys, when we docked them, and then I went back into my app and hit end ride and slid to the end ride just to make sure that the ride is officially ended.
Yeah. It ends automatically when the bike is in the dock, but on your phone, you'll still want to slide it just so that you don't have to, do anything extra.
Perfect. Plus, putting it in the dock, make sure it's charged. So if you were to want to grab it and take it back, or somebody else need it's there. So perfect. Okay. All right, guys. So here we are. Now we're gonna take a little breather, and then we're gonna head back down into downtown Youngstown. It is so nice. It is definitely a different riding a bike. It definitely changes your point of view through the city. So very, very cool. I mean, sometimes you take for granted what's here because in a car you're going from point A to point B, but with a bike it's just a cool experience. So all right, so we're gonna head back down into the city, and then I will see you guys down there. All right, guys, so I wanted to show you what Corey just showed me. So this is the bike that I just returned, and you see here how there's a blue light. That means it's charging. So if you come up to get one and you see that light, and you see one with a green light, go ahead and get the one with the green light, because you know that it's fully charged and ready to go. And as you see, Youngstown Flea sponsored one of the wheels, so those are open for sponsoring. Excalibur Barber. So okay, so Corey wanted to show you that the blue charging, green ready to go. All right, so as you guys see that there are like businesses advertised on the bikes, which it's cool because they're going to be ridden all over town. So talk to us a little bit about how somebody could jump on that.
Yeah, absolutely. So our advertising piece is something that we're really super excited about, and we've had some great response so far this year just for year one. Full Circle Home Care, Youngstown Flea, Excalibur Barber, Psych Ward Bike Shop, Acura of Boardman Mitsubishi, just to name a few, have been great. So what you'll see is that if it's not a branded bike, it's just going to look like our normal gray and blue with YOGO branding. But you are able to sponsor an entire bike, and given advertising costs, it's cheaper than a billboard. It's what you pay up front for one bike, you get for the entire season. So it's 9 to 10 months worth of advertising.
Wow.
And it's right around $2,000 to put your brand on a single bike.
Okay.
Branding can go many ways. You can take the entire bike, which gets you like the fender and all of that completely branded. You can also brand a dock. So everyone has to come to a dock to get or return a bike. So what a better way? You can put your company, you can work with our advertising team to come up with the best design.
Okay.
We can put your brand on the entire docking station. And then we also have some cheaper options as well to just get you a small piece of the bike. So you can specifically brand and advertise in the basket.
Okay.
You can take just the front piece. We can get you smaller bits of it too that are more budget friendly.
Very cool.
But yeah, if there's any interest in advertising, call me. I'm the guy. We can definitely work, something out and make sure that we get your company branded and, available to the masses. It's really cool to have QR codes and be able to see who's scanning and how many people are riding.
Absolutely.
We can get you the data and the metrics of which bike your company is on, how many times that bike has been ridden, how many miles that bike has been ridden. That's advertising for you, mobile advertising.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, it's a great option that we're super excited to have.
Perfect. So how can they get a hold of YOGO Bikeshare or follow you guys? Where can they find you?
Absolutely. You can email me, Corey.Patrick@YOGOBikeshare.com. Reach out to us through our website, through our social media. whichever contact button you see first, click it. It's probably going to come to me or Ronnell, and we're, you know, quick and easy to get back to, so happy to help.
Perfect. All right, thank you. All right, guys, so it has started to rain as we're heading back downtown, but it is not stopping or deterring our fun time. So we are, yeah, we got to get back to the dock, yeah.
Yeah. Move. 15. But if you go downhill, you're going to get a little more.
All right, here we go. All right, guys, so just to recap, YOGO Bikeshare, downtown Youngstown. There's multiple, 3 different docking stations right now, 2 more in the works, and we got rain on the way back, but it made it invigorating. It was fantastic. You just follow the rules of the road. These things even have brake lights, which is so cool. So Corey, turn this around real quick. As we say goodbye, first of all, thank you so much. You took me through Wick Park all the way down to Wick Park. Just such a great time. You're such a great guide. So thank you. But let me ask you the same question that I asked Ronnell and his daughter. What are 3 of your favorite local businesses that you would tell Youngstown Click that they definitely should check out?
Absolutely. So I love a good adult beverage. So my 2 hot spots are Dope Cider House.
Okay.
I love her cider. The pineapple one is
You love it. You love it. Okay.
Also, if I'm feeling a little bougie, I love to go to Imbibe, the martini bar. I feel like it's almost like a hidden treasure. A lot of people
Yeah, I didn't even know it was still open.
It is, and they make a great martini. They've got the cool vault in the back that you can rent out. So
wow,
I think those are 2 of my spots for adult beverages.
Okay.
Big foodie, big pizza guy. Have to go to Avalon when I'm downtown. Every time I'm downtown, my mom will text me, "Hey, you're downtown. Do you want to get Avalon?"
I love it. I love it.
Love Avalon.
What's your favorite kind of pizza there?
Ooh, that's a hard one.
I know.
I could do anything.
I know, right?
The potato and spinach one.
Really? That one's good?
It's a good one.
All right.
It's a good one. And even just a classic pepperoni from there.
Yeah, I know. The hot honey pesto is so good.
Yes,
so
absolutely.
Good. Okay.
And if I could do one more.
Yeah, do one more.
I love a taco. So Gringo's has been a great taco spot for lunch. So.
Oh, okay. All right, good. All right. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah.
And guys, YOGO Bikeshare.